Back in 1975, a dark time fell upon Britain. It was the time of the Yorkshire Ripper. Peter Sutcliffe, who seemed like an ordinary truck driver, was actually a monster who terrorized the north of England. His victims, most of them women, were brutally attacked. He often used weapons like hammers and knives. Everyone was terrified, and the police were under immense pressure to catch him. Hundreds of officers were involved in the investigation, making it one of the biggest and most expensive at the time. But Sutcliffe was cunning and managed to escape for years. He continued his horrific acts, leaving a trail of sadness and broken lives. People were living in fear, and the police were criticized for not being able to catch him. In January 1981, a normal police check in Sheffield finally stopped Sutcliffe. The officers noticed his car had fake license plates, which isn't a big crime, but they became suspicious because he matched the Ripper's description. When they questioned him, Sutcliffe admitted to being the Yorkshire Ripper. He told them horrifying details about what he did, confirming what the police had suspected for so long. The news of his capture shocked everyone in the country. The nightmare was finally over. In May 1981, Sutcliffe's trial began, and the entire nation was captivated. He said he wasn't guilty of murder, but admitted to manslaughter, saying he thought God was telling him to do it. But the prosecution argued that he knew exactly what he was doing. The jury didn't believe Sutcliffe's excuse and found him guilty of 13 murders and 7 attempted murders. He was sentenced to prison for the rest of his life, with the judge recommending he should never be let out. His conviction brought some peace and a sense of justice to the families of the women he had killed. The Yorkshire Ripper case changed Britain forever. It showed that the police needed to improve how they handled big investigations. The case led to big changes in how police forces worked. New technology and ways of investigating were introduced. Also, the case started a nationwide discussion about violence against women and the need to protect and support victims better. The impact of the Yorkshire Ripper case is still felt in policing and criminal justice in Britain today.